Hi, I'm Ashley,
And I'm Lolly.
and we're juniors at the Miami Valley School taking AP US History.
Our teacher recently gave us an assignment in which we had to talk about something that we found was interesting in our book, The American Pageant, by Kennedy and Cohen.
So without further ado,
We will be doing just that. A series of 3 socio-political revolutions forged the American government and politics into the dynamic
an internationally consequential superpower it is today. To start, we'll be asking some American citizens what they think are defining characteristics of American government and politics as it stands today.
So, Alicia, what comes to mind when you think about American government and politics?
Well, when I think of America, I think of democracy, diversity, and economic prosperity.
Well, a lot of these American values stemmed from the histories that took place in the 19th century in regards to politics and government. So, Dodger, when you think of American government and politics, what do you think of?
Well, I really think that religion is a very integral part of society because religion really shaped the American culture into being very diverse, and that's what I think America is all about, the diversity and the different cultures that exist.
An interesting take.
So, Ashley, I think our interviewees really hit it on the head. A lot of the revolutions and innovations that came about in the 19th century really shaped America into what it is today.
Yeah, well, 3 major socioeconomic revolutions really shaped America into the way that it is today, namely the rise of democracy to the masses, forging the national economy, and the ferment and reform of culture, namely religion.
Definitely.
First, deeply rooted social issues such as slavery, along with economic distress, generated vigorous political conflict, which became an integral and celebrated component of American democracy. Stemming from this political conflict, the once feared political parties emerged, altering democratic practices and changing the American political landscape in a way which differentiated them almost completely from their European ancestors. One product of the rise of mass democracy was the two-party system, which institutionalized the divisions that came to constitute an important facet of the checks and balances on the American political system.
A very important example of the rise in mass democracy is the issue of slavery.
Virtually everyone in the land had an opinion on slavery and its peculiar institution because it was a very simple issue to understand.
Slavery really affected everyone and everything, and it was the basis of a lot of laws and compromises passed in this time, such as the 3/5 Compromise and the Missouri Compromise. Secondly, a remarkably dynamic, market-driven, and continentally scaled economy emerged from a rapidly increasing and flourishing American capitalism. Not only were people in motion as both American natives and European immigrants expanded westward, but booming machinery and cultivation of cash crops set the manufacturing industry in motion. As American industrialists worked harder, longer, and faster, they produced better roads, faster steamboats, longer canals, and riveting railroads, which connected the Americans and their newly manufactured products to the wider world.
Capitalism.
Capitalism. Ram dollars. Along with the reformation of American politics and the transformation of the American economy, a third revolution followed.
Because of the radical realities of democratic politics and the exclusion of women in the political sphere, an increasing number of Americans turned to religious revivals and reform movements.
This age of religious reform brought about the appeal of becoming an upstanding citizen. A lot of people believe that in becoming an upstanding citizen, they had to start going to church. And because so many people from so many walks of life started going to church, so many different beliefs were formed, and that created different sects of Christianity, such as Methodists, Baptists, and even Unitarians.
As evidence of this growing religious reform, the Second Great Awakening swept up and converted more souls than the First Great Awakening, which was a huge religious movement in which tons of people converted to different sects of Christianity. So during this time period, even more people converted than that of the First Great Awakening a century before. Say that.
As our interviewees clearly pointed out in the beginning of our video, it's definitely clear that a lot of reforms and new movements that came about in the 19th century really shaped America into what it is today.
Thank you for listening to our video, and check out the other videos done by our classmates. They're really cool. Thanks.
Thank you.